Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new. For today's video I am going to be doing a highly requested video, which is a full face of drugstore affordable makeup, because makeup these days are actually so expensive. Like, I have spent £70 on a foundation before, it's that bad. And you can go into Superdrug or Boots and they've got foundations and concealers and all makeup and stuff that works just the same. So for this video, that is what I'm going to be doing. I actually have quite a lot of affordable makeup, but you know, it was just weird when I was like going through like what is the most expensive thing I've ever paid for, and I was like, a foundation, I spent £70 on it. I think I've used it twice. And I was like, what the hell? It's mental. Also, excuse the redness on this eye. I've actually got a sty, but I wanted to film for you guys anyway, so yeah. So let's get on with this video because I'm actually excited to do it and see the outcome of it, so yeah. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyelids, and to do that I'm taking the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define Concealer, and I'm just going to be popping that all over my eyelid. I'm going to put the price of all the products I'm using on screen just so you can like see how like cheap they are, and then at the end of the video I'm going to put what the price of everything I used was at the end, because I have a feeling if I did a full face of affordable makeup it would just be 10 times more expensive, and that is crazy to think. Just going to blend that out with a brush. But it is actually really, oh, and my finger, but it's just crazy to think that if I was doing this as a full face affordable makeup and I used like, say like a £70 foundation that I used twice, imagine then the total of that video. It's just crazy. Now I have this thing on my notes which I call a makeup wish list, like of all the things I'd like to have, and that is like really expensive because I did the total at the end and I was like, Jesus Christ, that is expensive. And I just want it, I don't actually need it. So I'm going to be going for a pink eyelid today, and the palette I'm using is the Revolution Regeneration Pro and the Regeneration palette, and I like this palette because it's actually got like quite a few pink shades in it, so we're just going to be using them. And I've actually only ever used this palette a few times, which is to do smoky eyes because the colours in here blend so nicely. But yeah, just going to be using these colours today. So the first colour I'm taking from the palette is, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Introversion, and it's just that pink shade there. God, it's so much easier doing this with a little palette than with my big bloody Morphe ones. Why can't they be that size? And I'm literally just going to pack that onto my lid, just like this. And I've not set my base, but if you do prefer to set your base, then that's fine, but I just prefer working with a wet concealer. To blend this pink shade out, I'm just taking the pink shade, the kind of pinky coral, not coral, but like nudish pink shade called Rebound, and I'm going to just be blending that around the edges. I quite like putting really like eyeshadow really high into my brow bone, but some people don't. So if that's not your thing, just do it lower and have like the little gap. But that is something I really enjoy, especially with. I'm really unsure what's going on with the lighting. I have my ring light on and I am kind of using natural lighting at the same time, so that might be why, but it's a really nice day and I didn't want to shut the blinds. So next I'm going to be taking this shade Unruly, which is quite a deep pink, and I'm going to be packing that into my outer corner. Why is my camera being like this recently? I don't know if it's because my camera's getting old. My camera's 4 years this Christmas, I think, and it's just recently been a bit slow. Not slow, but it keeps, I don't know, it just might just be me that thinks that, but just packing this pink shade onto the outer corner to deepen it up. I don't know, it might just be me, but I love like bringing eyeshadow halfway down my face, and then it's so satisfying to just wipe it away. But now we are going to cut the crease, and to do that I'm going to be taking my same Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define Conceal. I'm just gonna start to apply it really close to my lash line, and then just slowly bring it up. Yeah, just like that. This is actually such a good palette because it's kind of got like a mixture of shades in it. It's got quite a few pinks, but then it's got like the green and like kind of green glitter and stuff. So it is actually a really good palette. And I don't know the price exactly, but I would have put it on screen. But I think this palette was like £7. And that is really good for an eyeshadow palette with 18 shades. That is really good. It is 18, yeah, I think, yeah. 18 shades, that's really good. Now that your crease is cut however you want it, I'm going to be taking the shade Thrill, which is this pink shade here. I don't know if you can see, and it's got gold undertones. So this is actually such a pretty shade. Look, can you see the gold undertones more on the brush? If it'll focus. I'm just now going to pack this on to my lid. Just like now, I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on, and to do that I'm taking the mascara by Revolution. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my lashes so my false eyelashes can stick with my real lashes. For lashes today, I'm taking my Dull Beauty lashes in the shade Make Them Stare. Now, some people wouldn't say these are drugstore, but you can actually get them from certain Boots stores now, but they are mostly online. But these lashes are actually really cheap lashes. This pair, I remember it was £10, and that is quite cheap for lashes. So these are my favourite drugstore pair of lashes. So lashes are now on, which means we are now going on to face. For primer today, I am taking the MUA Pro Base Moisturising Primer. This primer is so freaking good. It is honestly one of the best drugstore primers I think I've ever used. I am like really low. Oh, sugar. But it's such a good primer. And it's super hydrating and moisturising. It does have kind of a funny smell to it, but I really do like it. And your makeup like, sticks to it really well. For foundation today, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 128. This is my favourite drugstore foundation in the world, but I'm also running low on this, which is great. Come out. And then I'm just going to blend that in with my foundation brush, which this is actually this is a drugstore brush as well. These brushes are bespoke and they come in a brush set, but they're really good, and you get lots of different ones, and I use quite a few of these. Once I have finished with foundation, I will then take my Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define Concealers, and I will put the shade C6.5 under my eyes, and then shade C1 on the areas that I would like highlighting. My left eye, but it'll be right to you because the camera changes it. This eye, where I've got my horrible lump, it's actually really scratchy now I've put lashes on, so I regret doing that, but the look would just look silly without eyelashes on, I think. So girls gotta do what girls gotta do. Then I will just take the same foundation brush again and blend the for powders today, I'm going to set my eyes with the RCMA No Colour Powder. This is my favourite powder to set my under eyes, and it's the only powder I'll ever use to set my under eyes, so I use this powder all the time. And it's actually a really good price for this powder, and I think it's drugstore. You might not think it is. I don't think you can buy it online, but you can online in stores, but you can definitely buy it from Beauty Bay and places like that. But I just love this powder so much. And I just like all the places that while my face is setting, I am now taking my MUA Bronze Perfection Matte Bronzer. This is in the shade Sunset Tan. This is actually a really good shade, but I think it might be a bit pale for me, but we'll just give it a try. Oh no, it's not. This bronzer is so nice and it glides on so easily, but it's not very good if you like have been on holiday, because then it's quite pale and it doesn't really show up. Well, it does for me. It doesn't for me, like, and it kind of makes me look a bit washed out, so. I would normally cream contour before this step, but I haven't really found any good cream contour products, so if you've got any, please let me know. The one I'm using at the moment is just a Morphe concealer palette with and using a darker shade, but if you've got any good Morphe, or not Morphe, good cream contour palettes, please let me know. For highlight today, I'm taking a highlighting palette that I have not used for so long, and I'm taking my Sleek highlighting palette here. It's been so long since I used this, and I'm just going to use my go-to shade, which I think was the only shade I ever used out of this, and it's this shade right here. This was like one of my first ever highlighting palettes, because I remember everyone was raving about it on Instagram. So it was like one of those you have to buy because everyone on Instagram and YouTube's wearing it, but it's such a good highlighter. I've actually forgot like how much I enjoy this highlighter. It's actually so pretty. It's such a pretty and like subtle highlighter. I've literally forgot how much I love this. Look at that colour. So for lips today, for my lip liner, I'm going to be taking my Max Factor lip liner in the shade Brown and Nude. It does need a sharpen, but this is such a good lip liner. I would have also used my NYX Cold Brew Eye lip liner, but I ran out of that. So if you remember that lip liner, it was the best. This lipstick is one of my favourite drugstore lipsticks, and it is the Revolution Pro lipstick, and this is in the shade Naked Beauty. Now this lipstick comes in a set with 6 lipsticks, and the set is called Bear 114. I'm just going to put this on. I love this colour. It's such a pretty nude, and it's really creamy as well. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming it, and drugstore makeup, as you can see, just works as well as high-end makeup, so it doesn't really matter. But this was a very requested video and I really had fun doing it, so if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and hit that big red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in another video.